Starting, and it says we are live. A little bit later than I thought it would be, but not too bad. Okay, let's find the chat here. Live. Stop it. A little bit later than I thought it would be. There, killed it. Okay, guys, I think I'm live. Hey, Calvin, what's up? Cool. Looks like we're good to go. Honestly, I just barely walked in here, turned on the computer, and fired everything up. I came in earlier today before I went to work and just kind of got everything set up just in case I did get to stream tonight. So, sweet. C-Dub in the house! The Calvin feedback loop. Did you get to listen to it yet? Okay. Let me go ahead and tweet the stream out. Copy. New tab. Twitter. Come on, come up. There we go. Wrong keyboard. Okay, tweet it out. Let's get back over to that screen. There we go. Hey, Curtis, how you doing? Working on the you're working on the donations thing on Twitch. Let me know how that works out, because I don't know how that works. Hey, Paul, how you doing? Glad you were able to join us. How's the audio? Does the audio sound all right? I've using the Tascam. The other day I mentioned that I didn't have to worry about changing the batteries yet. And then while I was doing the last video for the design contest announcement, guess what happened? Batteries died. So I just popped 2 new batteries in it. Hey, Rick, how you doing? Thank you, Calvin. Cool. Well, I might as well get going here. Looks like I got 5 people, so that's about right. PJ, thank you very much. This has been awesome. And I'm really sorry it's taking me this long to get back to it. Just one thing after another, which actually did get some good news. I got a phone call this afternoon, and they want to release my mom. Said everything that she's doing better, and they think that she'll be perfectly fine at home. So with any luck, she'll be home tomorrow night. So that'll be a huge relief. But I was going to bring some tape over, and I forgot to bring the tape over. But that's all right. We'll get something figured out on it. Let me see if I can pull up the diagram for the wiring diagram. That's the one thing I forgot to pull up earlier today. Let's see. Hi, the Guinnesses. How you doing? Good morning. Jimmy Smalls. Hey, Chris, how you doing? You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. Oh, man. Okay, so let's get over here and check out the wiring diagram. Temporarily down. What? Okay, so Printrbot is down for maintenance. Brooke knew it. No, I'm kidding. Let's see if I can find it real quick on here, because I believe the other day I got a message on here with the link. Everybody move from C-Dub's stream. I'll tell you what. I don't know if any of you, well, I think most of you in here right now watched Calvin's stream tonight. But you need to check his stream out. I'll put a link to it in the video description afterward to his channel over on Twitch. He's doing some amazing stuff over there. He builds the railroad cars and stuff like that. And he's doing a great job on designing that. I really love how he's doing it. I've got to get into Fusion 360 because, man, that's just a whole lot better. Let's see here. You know what? I think I might have downloaded it. Let me see here. Don't mean to be on here playing with my cell phone while you guys are talking, but yeah, he's really good at Fusion 360. He's clicking through that stuff faster than I've seen a lot of people do it. Okay. I'm trying to find my folder. Oh, wait a minute. I think it's going to be up here in the Samsung. Yep. Nope. Wrong folder. There's the right folder. Nope. Did not download it. Rats. I'm going to watch me on my phone. That's just wrong. Printrbot. Printer board. REV F5, if I remember right. See if that'll let me. Nope. That site's down. Great. Okay. At least that part of the site's up. Okay. So what I'm looking at, now that one's the one for the play. Simple with heat bed. And they only show 3 boards. And revision F. I thought this was a revision F5, and all this is an F6. Let me just kind of look at the way it's laid out here. SD resets in the right position. Fan. That's right. Actually, this looks like it's the board, but it's flipped upside down looking. So I think that's going to work out. So I have X, Y, Z, and extruder. So X, Y, Z, and extruder, which I did get those lined up right. And then I think that's the thermistor along with a fan. Okay, so those are right. but these are the ones I was worried about. Okay, so I have the Z stop, which is going to be for the sensor. Then I have the Y stop, which is going to be there, and then the Z stop. I think that's going to be correct. What's this of the Amazonian filament company morphing crystal filament? Huh? I haven't heard anything about that. Yeah. Thanks, Paul. I think I might have it right. And then the other, what was this other one here? This one here is for the, see, that's going to be the power. That's correct. And then the high end. Yeah. And the black wires. Make sure those go to the hot end. Yes, they do. Okay. So yeah, I think I might have it lined up right. Let's see. It's fantastic. The crystal filament. Is that what you're talking about? Can you guys, as administrators, can you post a link to that deal, or nothing else sent to me on Twitter? I'll take a look at it. I'm apparently missing something. Yeah, Calvin loves gag videos. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and assume that I got this the right way around. And one thing I did do different the other day is I put some zip ties around the motor itself to make it so whenever this stretches out, it's not pulling on any of the wires there. So I think that's going to work out pretty slick. I seem to be having pretty good movement all the way around on it. I got everything tightened up on the coupler. Oh, there we go. Let me see if I can open that in a different window. One of these days I'll figure out how I can. Oh, okay, so it's Chris's video. Okay. Let's see here. I'm just kind of jumping through it. Now that's some clear filament. I love it. I'll watch it all the way through a little bit later. I will. Hey, George. George is one of my coworkers. That guy is awesome. Hey, you do it. How you doing? Everybody's watching it. Okay, now let me get back over here to my instructions to make sure I do this right. I need to go ahead and power it up, but let me just double check here on, because I did load up the instructions earlier. I'm pretty sure I just go ahead and hook it up now. Let's see. Hey, True Tech, how you doing? Okay, so plug this cord into here. There we go. And then I threw the power cable onto the power brick earlier. One thing I love about this table is I was able to I took a couple power strips and put them on the backside of the legs. So if I do have a wider shot at any given time, you won't be able to see the power strips, but at least I got access to them. And then I was actually talking to Curtis last night. I have a monitor that I was wanting to hook up especially for on the table, so I don't have to keep bringing my main monitor over here. And he gave me a link to the best mount I'd ever seen, and it's the one I've been looking all over for. I spent probably a couple hours looking for this thing, could not find it. And he sent me the link last night, so I ordered the sucker. Hopefully he'll be here by Friday. But I'll be able to take a monitor and set it up, bolt it onto the table, onto the 2x4 it's underneath the tabletop, and have it on an arm over there, so it'll be off camera, but it'll be right on the corner of the table. It's going to be great. Yes, let's see the magic smoke. I believe it's $99 magic smoke too, if I remember right on the price of the board. Okay. You ready? Ready? Okay, I just heard the computer make a little tone over here. I can hear it. Hear a little something going on over there. I don't know if I don't think that's fans. Maybe it is fans. No. No smoke. Now I just blow it real hard if it's not. I won't worry about a fire extinguisher. Okay, so now I've already loaded up. The cure is the cure I always use anyway, so I already have that loaded up. So now, let me bring this up a little bit larger. So I do the print with USB icon. Okay. So let's go ahead and home X. Nice. Home Y. Okay. Home Z. Okay, something's not right there. So that means I have Y and Z crossed. So let's go ahead and change those out. Don't you just love the sound of grinding belt? There we go. Okay, turn it back on. Okay, let's try this again. Let's kind of get everything kind of in a... So let's try the Y. Oh, wait a minute. Got to go back out. Print with USB. So reconnect with it. Okay, so that's the Y. Let's do X. That's the X. Now let's do the Z. There we go. That's looking more like it. No headphones. There we go. And that it's centering right on that screw, so that can't be good. Let's see. Well, let's go ahead and heat up the extruder. We'll go to 200. Okay, so the temperature's starting to climb. No heat bed on this one. That's going to be an upgrade. So eventually I will do a heat bed on it. But right now it's just going to be the cold bed. And I did not bring out any glue with me. I didn't bring out any tape. You know what, though? I might be able to do something on the tape. Hang on for just a second. Back when I bought the Meat Creator 2, it came with a sheet of painter's tape. So what I can do is just use it. At least until I get some build tack for it. Don't use the clear sample for testing. Okay, I will not. Although if I get some of that crystal clear stuff, that's going to be pretty cool to use. Okay, go ahead and throw that down on here. I'm definitely smelling it, so that's good. Yeah, a little bit of air bubble there, but that's all right. That'll work. Let's see. Okay, so let's go ahead and raise the Z up. Okay, so let's grab these real quick. Okay. I'll switch that back around here. A little bit of filament through here. Okay, so 200 feels a little bit weak. Let's go 210. Oh, so you just got a CR10? Let me know how that works out. I'm hearing everybody's getting those things, and everybody's having great luck with them, it looks like. Yeah, I've got to look into Twitch. I don't know though, because I think you have to stream like 3 times a week. That's yeah, that's feeling about right. I just don't know if I have the time to do that in order to become a partner. I don't know though. Okay, so we have that. Now let me go back over here to the instructions. Okay, so there's a print button there. Okay, so let's go ahead and go back over here and hit print. Let's see how that pans out. See right there, it's sensing that screw. Now it's going to sense the plate. You take it down just a hair. Okay, so let's go ahead and cancel that print. Now, I got 2 ways I could do this. I can do it like it says to do, and I hit cancel. Maybe it takes a moment for it to cancel. But I know that what you're supposed to do is do it in the software and then lower the Z height. So I guess I'll just go ahead and do what they want done that way. Okay, so let's go ahead and raise the Z up. I like to get it off that tape. Boy, it's just ever so slight. Let's see. So now to figure out how to do that in the software. That's the part that kind of had me baffled, but let's see if it says here. Okay, your first print will likely look stringy, this because of Z height. The M212 needs to be adjusted. Cancel the print job, remove the filament from the built print bed, which I did. The next slide will examine how to adjust the Z. Okay. Enter the following code in the command line of your UI. Click send after each of these lines. M12X0 Z-02. M500, M501. Okay, so M212. Let's see if I can somehow shrink this window so I can watch that, see that other window. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so M212. Let's do it as a capital like it says. Space X0 space Z dash 0. It says 0.2. As close as it was. Yeah, let's go ahead and do 0.2. What's the worst it can do? Famous last words, huh? Okay, so that, and then M500 and M501. Okay, so let's try it again. Go ahead and prime it a little bit here. I've got a box down there, by the way, that I throw that in. Don't worry. This is Kool-Aid. I don't drink, so this is honestly, this is Kool-Aid. I did not expect to have to build 3 barbecue pits tonight. Okay, so I will take it down another 0.02, it looks like. $212 x 0 z minus. Now, is that a new? Is that a new? Paul, on when I go to do this, do I do a an addition to that? So, because I already did a negative 0.2, so I go a negative 0.4 this time, or would I do just an additional, just another command, the same one, but a 0.2? So that adds on to it. I'm honestly not too sure. Yes, the Thingamag is awesome. I use Craftsman tools. I do. It's just this was cheaper at the time, so I got the Stanley one. But right there, Craftsman. Okay, so 0.4. So let's go ahead and go that. Okay. Oh, I forgot to get that off there. Yeah. PLA does not feel good when you get underneath your fingernail. Hey, Carl, how you doing? I should have primed it. Getting closer. Actually, I think that's it. It's actually sticking this time. I just didn't prime it. Yeah, I did do the 500 and the 501 afterward too. Well, that's looking pretty good, actually. I did load up the file that he had listed in the on the website. I went ahead and loaded that file into Cura, so it's right now it's just bone stock except for changing the Z height on it. Hey Logan, how you doing? Oh, Curtis, thank you. Man. Hey, it's my pleasure to do late night stream. Making it rain. Oh yeah, that's printing pretty good. And with it being a cold build plate, that's looking really good. I still haven't done it yet, but I'm going to be bringing out my my aluminum i3. I'll be bringing it out here pretty quick here. I mainly want to get this done, and then once this is completely done, then I'll be bringing it out, and I still need to put a shelf down here on the bottom so that whenever I'm doing an unboxing video or stuff like that, I can just set all the printers underneath and clear the tabletop. Yes, George, I do owe you lunch. New project. Ring up a trap door with a bunch of fake money. So a random tip. Hey, that's a good idea. I probably actually have some room above me. I could do that. I put George to work. George got off before I could put him to work. he was the opening crew today, so he took off right about the time I walked in the door. I would love to build a Troxy. I would love to. A real life bitsman, that'd work. I heard the fans kick on. That's cool. Let's see, Jimmy, do you want that model that I just did on Twitch? Yeah, that'd be awesome. What are you doing tomorrow, George? I'm going to have to look back on this. Let's see. I didn't see it. Yeah, Calvin, that'd be great. Thank you. Hey, George, how many piece truck is it tomorrow? I hope it's not a very big one, George. Honestly, I hope it's not. Oh, just heard my phone beep. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'll download that and I'll put that to printing on here. What'd you have for dinner, Calvin? Oh, taquitos. That sounds really good. Steve Beef. Ouch. It's looking pretty good. Now, I got a little something planned for this. My first thing was to get this running. And providing it does a complete print, I have a plan. Let's see, before I get into that, let me just double check the chat here. No! Poor Dustin! Hey, how was that beef jerky? That one with the jalapenos? Was that pretty good? Anyway, what I've got planned, I want to see about putting an LCD on this. And I did a bunch of searching the other night on Google, and it looked to me like that you can pin it. There's like a pin out diagram on how you can pin it out in order to hook up an LCD. You can't do another SD card. It'll still be the micro SD that's already on the board, but it's supposed to be where you can control it from there. So I can actually load the stuff on the SD card and print from it. But I went on to eBay and I actually found a adapter that'll go from a Ramps 1.4 LCD screen to the printer board. So I'm really thinking about trying that upgrade. I think it's like $15 for the adapter, and then I think it's like $9 or $10 for the LCD screen. So we'll see. The control board on this one, it's a printer board revision F, I believe it is. Cereal. Got a lot of beans over here. Probably somebody telling me my fly's down or something. Oh, okay. It says all the different parts. Cool. Thank you, Calvin. So I'm lagging, but I'm not lagging. Honestly, I saw earlier when I reached up toward the ceiling, I saw it where it skipped. So it wouldn't surprise me if it is lagging a little bit. So it broke into pieces. Cool. Okay. Hey, you know who's missing from the stream? He's probably asleep, though. We're missing Greg the Great. The build actually wasn't bad. The problems I had was honestly on me. And it wasn't really that big of problems. It's just, putting the parts in the wrong spot and that kind of stuff. But it really wasn't that bad. I'm sure because of the chat, it probably took a little bit longer. Well, it probably took a lot longer than it should have. But honestly, it wasn't a bad build. I wish it would have had better instructions. What they used was a Fusion 360 diagram. It's just like you buy a lawnmower and the back page of your owner's manual has the parts breakdown, and it has like a diagram where it shows screw number 1, screw number 2, and it's just a huge diagram. Honestly, that's what the Fusion 360 thing was, and it really doesn't go as far. What helped me a lot was watching the videos that Brooke had done. If it hadn't have been for the videos, I'd probably been a complete basket case with it. But all in all, though, looking back, it really wasn't that bad of a build. And if I had to do it all over again, I definitely would. So what it is printing here is the Printrbot logo that they had where I can download it. So I went ahead and I downloaded that along with the other files. And that's what it's printing. It's a cute little printer. I just love how just watching it operate. You can ask Calvin. I kept going back over to the booth and just kept looking at it, just drooling all over. And just something about the all metal design to it just looks really cool. It's just there's just something about it, and just the way it looks. I just really liked how it looked, and I just could not believe whenever PJ sent that to me. I still can't believe it. Yeah, it's a pretty small print bed. I honestly I don't know the exact dimensions of it, but I know it's pretty small. It's probably like a 4-inch by 4-inch by maybe 4-inch tall. It might be a little bit taller, but I don't know. Yes, PJ is a super cool dude. And PJ, if you're still in here, thank you once again for this. This is awesome. I love it. And I really apologize it's taking me this long to get going on it. Just one thing after another just seemed like every time I'd get out here to do something, there's something come up. 6 tall. Okay. And then there's also extensions. You can actually get a longer print bed for it. I believe it's a little bit deeper. And then you can extend the Z height as well on it. Yes, you are in here. Cool. Thank you. System administrator. Doing good, my friend. How you doing? Got the printer going here. Everything's looking good. Let's see, one string there. I don't know why. Let's see if I can. Yeah, got it. A late dinner. Yeah, I still got to eat dinner myself. It's 10:59 right now. What was it doing? Okay, something's not doing right. Yeah, something's going haywire here. Let's try to figure out what part of it's going haywire. Okay, so it's something's sticking down there. Let's go ahead and cancel it. Let's go ahead and kill the heat. So I may be wrong about it. Oh, something's really got stuck. Let's go ahead and raise the Z height. So I think what happened, something stripped on the bottom here. The stripper, I'm trying to see the belt going back to that stepper motor underneath to see if maybe that coupler came down a little bit. Okay, it looks like the belt slipped. I think that's what happened. So what I'll do is I'm going to, I won't do it right here on the stream. I'll do it at a later time. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and I'll unscrew the base and take it back off, and I'll double check this stepper to see if maybe the little pulley, maybe I just didn't get tight enough and it's slipping on it or something. I mean, it feels like it's tight, but the belt looks crooked. So something has jumped. I don't know exactly what happened. Let's see if with that up now, let's see if I can move the, see, that'd be the X. Yeah, see that. Yeah. So it's definitely in the stepper motor somehow. So I will take that apart and check it. Could be just the pulley itself. Might be. Actually, let's see if I can go this way. No. Yeah, something has bound up in it. That's no big deal. I'll get into that the next day or so. I'll tear it apart and again to find out what's going on. It's probably something simple, but I'll double check. I thought maybe it was the pulley, but actually the pulley looks like it's pretty tight on the, it's not spinning or anything. Let's see. We're good till you broke it. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing about a kit. I mean, it's never a guaranteed thing. But I mean, that's easy enough. I mean, even if it turned out to be a stepper motor itself, actually, I am surprised. That stepper motor is actually pretty warm. Both the Z stepper motor and the one for the X, they're both pretty warm. The extruder one's nice and cool. This one here's a little warm, but not near as warm as these. This one here's on the verge of being hot. Yes, it will live. Oh. And the good thing about a stepper motor is even if something does happen with a stepper motor, they're what? $15 at the most, and a lot of times you can find them for $10 on eBay. So it's no big deal at all on that part. That's one thing I learned a long time ago with having that first printer, was just order extra parts and have them on hand. And so I actually have an extra NEMA 17 that's for one of my other extruders. So if push comes to shove, I can always pull that motor and stick on there. Yeah, I still like this printer. I can't wait to actually check it out a little bit more and find out exactly what's going on. Let me go ahead and kill that for now. And that way it'll turn that off. Yeah, see, something's bound up because I should be able to do that, and it's bound up. So I'll get into that and I'll find out, and I'll post it on Twitter what I find out on it. But still, I think it did pretty good. Let's see. Do I have the spatula around here? I do not. I think I just stabbed the tape. That actually stuck really good to that tape. I'm really surprised. That stuck really good to that tape. Let's pull some of the boogers off there. See how long it'll take for the camera to actually see it, because I'm looking at the stream. Anyway, the bottom looks really good, and it looks good right up until that point right there when it jammed up. But I'll definitely get back into that here pretty quick. I want to see how that turns out. I just lost a foot out there. That's all right. I'll put it back on a little bit. Well, cool. And in case anybody's wondering, the filament that I use, well, you can see it on the screen there, is the AMZ 3D. That's what I end up using for that. And actually, this is really growing on me. A lot of you know I use Hatchbox a lot, and one of my favorite is this one over here. This Hatchbox Bronze PLA. That's my absolute favorite right there. But you know what? It's getting harder and harder to find. Ordered that one from Printed Solid, and the next day they ran out of it. But AMZ 3D, I've been talking to them on and off, and they actually have a bronze and a copper. So as soon as it comes back into stock, I'm going to order a couple of those and check it out. Let's see here. Yeah, BuildTak. I love BuildTak. I do want to get a new piece for this. I think that'll work out really good, especially with it being a cold bed. And I probably won't even have to worry about getting a heated bed if I use the BuildTak. Which honestly, though, this is my first time. Well, it's not my first time I used painter's tape on the Meat Creator 2 for the first print. And then the next day I would turn around and put the BuildTak on it. So the BuildTak actually does really good. Have a good night, you do it. Thank you very much for joining then. I appreciate it. Well, guys, it is 11:08, and we came, we saw, we conquered. It printed until it didn't print. That's all right, though. I'll get into it and find out what's going on with it. Like I said, I'll post it on Twitter whenever I find out what's going on with it. But I think at this point, I'm going to get around, I'm going to get me some dinner, and then I'm going to go to bed. Let's see. Yes, the flex plate. I really was thinking about getting one of those for my first printer. I've never tried Hatchbox ABS. I definitely need to try that. Extrusion is 9/10 of the law. That's right. The other part is heat. What property theoretically do you wish a filament could do? My main thing, as long as a filament prints nice. If it prints nice and then holds up, that's the two things I like. Hey, Paul, thank you very much. I appreciate you coming in. And once again, thank you very much for this printer. I love it. And I will get it going back up and running here pretty quick, and I will start doing a few videos with it. But I really appreciate it. Thank you very much, and you have a great night, my friend. Secret to getting prints off of BuildTak. Heat it back up. Honestly, the first time I printed on BuildTak, I thought I had made the biggest mistake in my life. Well, there's actually two things you can do. Number one is when you print with BuildTak, you want to take and give it just a little bit more height. So you'll readjust your bed so that it's got just a hair more height to it. So instead of one sheet of paper, I use two sheets of paper, or just fold it over so that it's got the 2 layers of paper. And even at that, I'll do it where it's fairly tight onto the paper. The other thing is to heat your build plate back up to temperature before you remove the print, and it'll actually remove a lot easier. It's not the easiest, but it removes a lot easier. Thank you very much, Curtis. I appreciate you stopping by, and thank you very much for the donation. I appreciate it. And hopefully Sunday, I will talk to you. I will talk to you in the next day or so. Okay. Hey, Unlikely. Thank you very much for joining. You have a great one. Thank you. Okay. Well, it's looking like it's kind of winding down now. So let's just go ahead and call it. Thank you very much for joining me tonight. And like I said, I will get into this and I'll get that fixed up here in the next day or so, hopefully. And in the meantime, I appreciate it. Thank you very much for watching. And let me get back over here to my other screen. There we go. And I appreciate it. Guys, have a great night. Take care. And I will have a video out hopefully Friday night, Saturday morning. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye.